Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, if there is something that William Samoei Ruto has not learned, is that it is very easy to become a one-term president. And talking about a one-term president, this government faced a lot of resistance almost 3 to 4 months ago. The story of Gen Z's, the resistance. The resistance was all about the punitive tax policies that it was believed that IMF was the one that was pushing on Kenyans. Now, why am I saying so? Earlier on today, David D surfaced with another shocking statement on the taxes and went to an extent of saying that there is no relief. There's not going to be any relief, and that people will pay taxes and more taxes. And this is amplifying the statement that CS Mbadi also released about the possibility of introduction of taxes on diapers. Now, diapers is one of those things that Kenyans protested against when there was that indication of introducing taxes in it. So that is why I'm saying that if there is something that William Ruto has not learned, is that it's very easy to become a one-term president. So I want us to go into that video from David D, the position that David D has issued, which appears to be a government position. And D is making a very firm stand that people might have to pay more taxes. Now, before we further our analysis on this statement from David D, please, I'd like to kindly urge you to go below there and locate a button with the word subscribe. Hit it once if you are not subscribed to this channel. Also, don't forget to like this video. That is the only YouTube shares our content. Thanks so much for that reaction. Now, D, at one particular time, found himself at loggerheads with Kenyans over the statements that he used to make. That's why it reached a point where David D could not do any more, interviews, because whenever he went on live TV to give a position on taxes, people would feel aggrieved over those statements, and people would feel that D was not talking using a language that would give people hope. So this issue of giving people hope, D has said the following today.
I want to make reference to something I said before. When you're in an IMF program, you are in the receivership. There's no relief. You're only going to get relief when you come out of receivership. When companies are in receivership, what do? They cut costs, they lay off people. The turnaround is costly and it is difficult. The question is, many countries don't do it. The reason why many countries have remained where they are and they are in cycles of macroeconomic crisis is because they don't bite the bullet. They take Panadol for their headaches and don't deal with whatever. An IMF program is just a palliative. What we want to do is the structure of things that we are doing. And that's why we entitled this thing Navigating Turbulence. So we can't keep going back to the question, how much relief do we provide at this point in time? At this point in time, zero.
Yes, I told you that this statement from David D, the position from David D is simply trying to amplify a statement that CS Mbadi also released to the public, a statement about more taxes. And that statement, Mbadi issued it after coming from, I think, Washington, D.C. That is where they had gone there to meet the IMF representatives. And that's where you find that Mbadi was complaining about the level of mistreatment that he experienced while on that tour of the IMF. So D is giving us a position here that as Kenyans, we will be forced to, listen to. Despite the fact that many people look at this assertions, sometimes the words that NDII uses as words that don't give people hope. But this is a position that NDII has given out. So that's why I was saying that let's say, for example, the government decides to do things according to IMF, because IMF has been giving Kenyans positions, and there's a time Mbadi attempted to deny, to reject a proposal by IMF on the corporate tax. But going by the statement from CS Mbadi, it's as if Mbadi will now be forced to okay everything that IMF says.
There are about 49. Some don't even have financial implication. Some just aligning the laws. We will target those areas that would not affect the common man.
That's what I see, ladies and gentlemen. Because if the tone that he is starting to use here, the tone from his words about more taxes, if that is the case, then you can say that Mbadi has already shifted from the initial position he had of little taxes. Now he's talking about more taxes.
Those who are supposed to pay taxes, lipa ushuru, sindio? There were so many good provisions in that bill that I don't think we should lose as a country. Some would help us make better the business environment. Some would also help government collect some revenue without hurting those who should not be hurt. So I have made a proposal. I'll put it on the table. There is nobody who has pushed me to it. It's not IMF. I told you, the president did not appoint a conman. I am not conning Kenyans. And by the way, we don't need to tax Kenyans more to raise that. We just need discipline at KRA and system enhancement. And we get our 400 billion clean. And we discharge those external lenders. We tell them, you have to beg us.
It's a shift from the initial position to the new position. The new position is in line with William Ruto's requirements, and it's in line with what David NDII has told us. You know, there is no relief because Kenya is on receivership. That is what I learned from David NDII, ladies and gentlemen. So Kenyans will have to tighten their belt more, especially the people on the employment sector, private and both public. They will have to dig deep, because now the pay slips have been raided, SHA and the housing levy, but there's going to be more taxes based on what NDII is telling us, ladies and gentlemen. So let's just give it benefit of time. Time is the one that will tell us whether these positions from Mbadi and NDII will be the order of the day. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe. Like this video. Till we catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.